Can I ask you something? Have you ever crawled into bed, exhausted and ready to sleep, only to find that your brain has other plans? You close your eyes, but instead of drifting off, your thoughts start racing. Like, did I pay that bill? Or what did Jamie mean by that comment at work? And suddenly you're wide awake, even though every part of you is exhausted. It's the worst, right? I know exactly how that feels because I've been there more nights than I care to admit. And the next day, ugh, it's rough. Dragging through the day, trying to function on little to no sleep. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to know you're not alone. And here's the good news, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I want to share with you a simple, powerful tool that's helped me sleep better, journaling. And before you roll your eyes and think, I don't have time for that, hear me out. This isn't about writing novels or being perfect. It's just about giving yourself a few minutes at the end of the day to release your thoughts and create space for rest. So let's get comfy and chat about how journaling can help you finally get the sleep you deserve. Hi, I'm Frida, and welcome to my channel where we focus on prioritizing self care through journaling. You know how life is non-stop. As women, we wear so many hats: partner, parent, friend, caregiver, employee, and everything in between. We spend our days running from one thing to the next, pouring ourselves into everyone else. And when the day is finally over, all we want to do is to collapse into bed and sleep. But instead, our minds decide to go on overdrive. I used to think this was just part of being an adult. I'd lie awake, worrying about things I couldn't control, replaying conversations, planning tomorrow's tasks. It was exhausting. And then I woke up the next day feeling worse, like I was stuck in this endless loop of exhaustion and stress. Can you relate? Over time, I realized I needed to do something different. That's when I discovered journaling as a way to clear my mind and unwind. At first, I thought, I don't have time to journal. But then I realized it wasn't about finding time, it was about creating space for myself, even when it was just 5 or 10 minutes at the end of the day. This simple habit has completely changed how I unwind. I never knew something so simple could make such an impact. Let's talk about one of the easiest ways to journal, the brain dump. Have you ever tried to sleep, but your brain feels like a web browser with way too many tabs open? You keep jumping from one thought to the next. Don't forget that meeting at 9. Remember to schedule mama's appointment. I still need to reply to that email. You get the idea. It's exhausting. That's when I grab my journal. Usually, I grab my I Am Enough journal and do my brain dump with that one. I just write down everything on my mind, no matter how random or messy it feels. With the brain dump, the goal isn't to organize your thoughts, it's just to get them out. Think of it like taking all the clutter off your desk at the end of the day so that you can start fresh tomorrow. I remember one night when I was preparing for a big event at work and my mind wouldn't quit rehearsing it. I kept thinking, did I remember to pack the tablecloths and the banner? And are the rooms all set up for the presentations? After tossing and turning, I finally decided to grab my journal and dump all my thoughts onto the page. And it worked. My mind quieted down enough for me to finally go to sleep, which was what I needed most of all in that moment. The magic of the brain dump is that it gives your brain permission to let go. When you write things down, it's like telling your mind, you don't have to hold on to this anymore, I've got it covered. And once your brain knows it's safe to relax, it's easier to drift off to sleep. After a brain dump, I also like to take a moment to shift my focus towards gratitude. I know gratitude journaling gets talked about a lot, but it really is powerful, especially at night. When we're stressed, our brains naturally focus on what's wrong and what still needs to be done. But ending the day with gratitude helps us to see the good, even on the hardest days. Gratitude doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as I'm thankful for my morning coffee, or I'm grateful for the way my friend made me laugh today. A lot of times when I do my gratitude journaling, I use my Thankful, Grateful, Blessed journal because it reminds me to notice the little things that make life sweet, even when things feel overwhelming. You may have heard me mention this in other videos, but I'm the primary caregiver for my mother who has dementia, and it's hard. As her primary caregiver, some days feel so heavy and overwhelming. But sitting down with my journal at night helps me to find small moments of joy in my day, like a funny text from a friend or a moment of quiet before everyone else woke up. I love my quiet mornings. Those little moments are often what keeps me going. Research shows that practicing gratitude can improve our sleep, reduce stress, and boost overall well being. It's not just a feel good habit, it actually rewires our brains to focus on the positive. And when our mind is focused on gratitude, it's much easier to relax and drift off to sleep. Now, let's talk about the worry parking lot. You know, those nights when your brain won't stop reminding you of everything you need to do tomorrow? It's like, don't forget the dentist appointment, and oh, call Crystal about that meeting. It feels like your brain is trying to be helpful, but really, it's just keeping you awake. That's where the worry parking lot comes in. I grab my Unstoppable journal and write down every task, reminder, or worry on my mind. Then I close the journal and tell myself, it's parked here for the night. I'll pick it up tomorrow. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. I'm responsible for coordinating an upcoming event. There's so much that has to be done. One night, not too long ago, I had a long to do list running through my mind and couldn't relax. So I decided to write everything down. Every reminder, every task, writing everything down gave me permission to let it go. And guess what? I slept better knowing that I hadn't forgotten anything. When we write down our worries, we're telling our brains, you don't have to hold on to this right now. It's like giving ourselves permission to rest, knowing that everything will be waiting for us in the morning. And trust me, it will still be there. But you'll be better equipped to handle it because you've had a good night's sleep. Some nights, if I'm not sure where to start, I use journal prompts to guide my thoughts. Prompts are great because they take the pressure off. You don't have to come up with the right thing to write. Here are a few of my favorites. What's one thing I can let go of tonight? What was a small win from today? How can I show myself kindness before bed? These prompts help me close the day with intention. They don't require a lot of time or effort, just a few sentences to help me unwind. Before we wrap up, I want to invite you to join me for the next video where we will dive deeper into creating a nighttime journaling routine. I'll share practical tips for building a simple, soothing routine that sets you up for restful sleep. If you've been looking for a way to make journaling a part of your nightly wind down, you don't want to miss it. Life is busy, so busy, and it's easy to feel like there's no time for yourself. But even a few minutes of journaling before bed can make a world of difference. It's not about being perfect or writing the perfect journal entry. Remember, it's about just being present. You deserve rest, you deserve peace, and if journaling can help you find that, it's worth trying. I hope these tips inspire you to carve out a little space for yourself tonight because you truly deserve it. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that we can keep this conversation going. And share it with a friend who may benefit as well. And don't forget to turn on notifications so that you'll know the moment our next video drops. And if you're ready to start journaling tonight, grab your favorite journal or check out my Simply Chic journal collection and find the journal that feels right for you. I've included the link in the description below. Whether it's a few scribbles or a deep dive into your thoughts, remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. It's all about making time for you. Until next time, friend, sleep well and take time to take care of yourself. You're worth it.